Slurped up, my G's. Today is a video about more mindset things, not really so much about technical production stuff. But I just thought this could be a cool little time to do a little update on some creative ideas and inspiration, less the nitty gritty sound design details. Yeah, so from my experiences so far in the music production journey, and my journey as an artist and self-employed business owner and all kinds of things, I can tell you that every single day, almost, um, along this whole journey since I've started making music, 12 years ago, every single day there will be like some negative thoughts that I have to fight against. Like it never goes away. And I just want to encourage some of you guys to never give up on pursuing whatever it is you want to pursue, particularly in your creative, your creative pursuits, because it's so easy to get knocked off from your kind of path that you're going on, because there are little things that come almost every day that try to like knock you off your progress and try to steal your joy and your fun and your and your passion and your creativity. These things happen like every single day. And yeah, can you just imagine, from my perspective, of how long I've been doing it, even just taking YouTube for an example. Like, let's say I've been doing YouTube quite a lot for maybe 4 years or so, and I've made like over 1,000 videos. Can you imagine all the times when I've been uploading a video and then I've been not sure whether to upload it, or I've had to re-record the video, or I've had people saying like negative things in the comments, or I've just thought I've uploaded a video and then thought, oh, that was not very good, I could have done way better. These are just a small percentage of all like the negative things that happen like almost every day. And can you imagine how much strength you have to take all of those thoughts captive and then destroy them and then keep going? And I just want to tell you that is what you have to do, and that it is 100% possible. I have just You sort of have to develop such a thick skin on the internet, because like it's really weird actually, because a lot of people, they think that they actually like know me, but I don't even know who they are, because I've been like making videos for so long and they've been watching them, but they've never like talked to me. It's really bizarre because people like they feel like they know you, but they don't actually know me at all. And then they have this like kind of they think that they've got a connection with you, but really they're just watching your videos, but I don't know who they are. And then they then they get surprised if you act a certain way or do a certain thing, because they've formed like a mental image in their head of who you are. And really, you've just watched content and made up your own mind about who I am. And you've got no idea who I am. And it's just really, really bizarre, because that's just another like one of these little things that is just really, really strange about the internet. But nonetheless, whatever people think, whatever their opinions they have, that's completely irrelevant, because my job is just to spread the joy and the passion of creating music and inspire people to be creative and share knowledge where I can, and try to share my expertise, knowledge from the skills that I've gained through producing music over the many, many years. And all of those like skills that I've developed, like be it my like hearing or just like decision making, all of those skills have been developed through action. None of the skills have been developed from watching a YouTube tutorial. I mean, in my life as a producer, I can probably think of one or two times when I watched a YouTube tutorial, to copy like a preset to like, yeah, make a preset along with someone, and then I can have that sound. I've probably done that once or twice, and then that was it. And then in the rest of the 12 years I've been producing, all of the skills that I've what's the word, accrued, have been from the action of me producing alone. Yeah, because then I've actively learned what works and what doesn't myself, and made my own opinion about it. You know, I haven't relied on someone else's opinion for it, because everyone has a different opinion on what to do. So if you just rely on other people's opinions, then you won't be able to form your own. So as much as I'm a YouTuber and I want you to watch my YouTube videos, the biggest advice I could give you as a producer would be to stop watching YouTube videos 100% and start doing the music. The thing is, yeah, it's like it's almost like a laziness trap, to be honest. I mean, because when you're watching a YouTube video about music production, you like think that you're learning something, and it like tricks your brain into thinking you're being productive when you're really actually not. Because if you're really being productive, you would actually sit down and create, because you're a music producer and you're supposed to be a creator, not a consumer, right? So make sure that you're actually doing more creating than consuming, please. Even if it means all of my views have to drop down to 0, that's fine. Because like I said, I am here to share literally just what I think is the best advice for anything in general. I mean, I wouldn't be bothered to make a video if I wasn't going to share the advice that I thought worked. So my advice to you would be, stop watching YouTube tutorials and start making music. I'll watch my viewership tank after this video. I don't really care. It's never been about the views for me. I'm like a small channel. Like I really don't care. I don't make money from YouTube views. It's like pennies. Yeah, it's not relevant to me. That being said, yeah, be creative, because that's what you were designed to be, was to be creative, you know? Don't be a consumer, because 99% of everyone is just a consumer, you know? And it's easy to be a consumer because you haven't got to actively do anything. You just consume it, you know? But please be a creator. If I only have, 100 subscribers left after this video, I want you guys to be the best 100 most productive producers on the internet. Make your own opinions up about stuff, about how to use a compressor. Make your own opinions about stuff. Don't look for someone else to tell you. Try it out. Test and try everything out. That's definitely the best advice that I can give you, is to just try everything out yourself. And when you feel like you can't hear the right decision to make because your ears aren't trained enough yet, it's just because you haven't put enough time in yet. Just keep putting in time. But if you're not actively putting in time and you're watching videos, then you're not training your ear, are you? And how do you train your ear? You just keep producing, just keep making tracks. Yeah, they don't all have to be finished, but every time you work on a track, even if it doesn't get done, it's not a wasted time, because you're actively learning in that process of failing. Another thing is, make sure you celebrate your small wins and don't be so hard on yourself. A lot of people get so hard on themselves, and I do that as well. And that falls into the whole thing I was mentioning about earlier, with all these little negative things and thoughts and things that throw you off, that can come every day. And that's one of the main ones, being hard on yourself. So how to stop doing that is, you have to celebrate your small wins, because there's no point in like progressing, putting in the work, and then not celebrating and enjoying it, So yeah, I'll make an active promise to myself to like actually take time to celebrate what I've done, because I'm not naturally designed to do that, because naturally I want to just keep going and think I'm not good enough and try and get better and better. And I have to force myself to like slow down and stop and enjoy what I've done. And that's not to then become lazy about it either. There's obviously like a balance, but you deep down really know like what side of the fence you're on. Are you like this kind of person who like just doesn't do enough, or are you the kind of person who like does too much and doesn't like at least celebrate some small wins? And yeah, I tend to be maybe more on the fence of like doing too much and not thinking I'm good enough, and so I have to like train myself to like take time to reflect and be happy with what I've done. And then some people, they just don't do enough, and you just need to do more and get a little fire up your backside. But that's fine. You can do that. Just it starts with stop being a consumer and be more of a creator. Yeah. So what else can I give in terms of advice for other people along the same journey as me? Be nice to people. Be kind to people. You know, so many people. I cannot tell you how many people have been so rude to me, completely offensive for no reason. They don't even know who I am. They've just watched my content and they've made up an opinion about me. Like, I cannot tell you how many people have been just completely horrible to me, like completely horrible, and I don't even know who they are. And does it affect me? At some point it did, yeah. Not really anymore, because I've just learned that it's just the nature of the internet, and it's just, you know, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen kind of thing, you know. But yeah, the amount of horrible kind of things that I've had like thrown my way is just, it would blow your mind. like I have to give myself credit for still like going like throughout like the sheer just like despicable, you know, things. You just like people just being completely like rude and negative for like literally no reason, because they think they know who you are. Like, I have to like completely overcome that and deal with that, and then still like act from a place of love and still try to teach those people and share like advice with those people who aren't like that, who do want to listen, like most of you guys on here, right? But the amount of, yeah, like just negativity that I've had to push through, it's just been like ridiculous. And yeah, I say all that to say this, is that you have to always look on the bright side of life, always, you know. You have to always be positive. You have to always like act from a place of love. And yeah, I don't take offense to any of it, you know. That's something I've had to learn. I don't respond to anything, you know. People have their own opinions. That's fine. Most, like 99% of the time, they're just projecting, you know, because you've triggered something that's completely unrelated, and they're just acting out, you know, in some projective way. Because I know deep down that I'm a really good person, kind person with a lot of love in my heart. So like, if someone has got the wrong idea, that's just a shame for them. That's how I think about it, you know. So I can't take anything personally, but I also can't react or respond negatively back, because then it brings down my vibe. You know, it brings down my vibration. Because you have to always like act from a place. You have to stay in a state of love, you know, because that's the highest power, you know. And people try to take you out of that sometimes, like all the time. But it can't be they can't win, you know. You have to always stay in a state of love, so you can like then, you know, continue being creative and create awesome music and do cool stuff, you know. So yeah, like if I can do it, you can do it, is what I mean, you know. Like it. And also bear in mind that there's a difference between a stranger on the internet saying something stupid about you, or stupid about your music, versus someone you know really well that you really like your close friend or close family, saying stuff that gets under your skin. That's the hard part, is getting over that, you know, because it hits deeper, you know. So when like someone close to you, family member, friend, says something that affects your own thoughts, about your own thought patterns, about your own creativity journey, all that stuff, that's the part you need to watch out for. It's not the strangers saying stuff, because you don't really know them anyway, so who cares, right? But yeah, friends and family, that's the hardest thing. Because you have to then also not react, not let their opinion of what you know that you're doing right interfere with what you're doing, and also like maintain a state of good relationship and love as well. Like, you don't have, like, I love all of my close friends, and I love all of my family like so much, and we can have like different opinions on stuff, and that's like completely fine. Like, I still like love them so much anyway, but it's like, it takes a lot of strength to have criticism come your way, or bad feedback come your way, or just people saying little snide things that like kind of try and bring you down. You have to like climb over all of that, and then still maintain a state of complete love. That's the hardest thing, but that is really one of the best pieces of advice I could give in life in general, but also ties in with your creative goals as well, because you can't really enjoy being creative unless you're like in a positive mood. I mean, yeah, you can like when you're feeling negative, like transmute that energy into music production and maybe come out with something dark and aggressive and weird. Like, sure, that's fine, but like in general, on a more long-term sustainable my like journey, yeah, in my opinion, it's super important to stay in a really like positive state of mind, and do everything that you can to facilitate that and stay in that space. And then that's the way that you'll really tap into doing what's the best decision for you. And that's the way you'll really progress in your journey as a musician, as a music producer, as whatever you want to do. Because often it's that sort of mindset unlock that's prohibiting you from reaching the next, going through the next door, going to the next level of upgrading whatever it is that you're working on, So I hope that inspires you a little bit today, and just a little video straight from the heart. And yeah, just to let you know, I'm just a human like you. I'm not perfect. I make so many mistakes all the time. I have negative thoughts. I have always pushback, and in my own mind and from other people. And I just all I can encourage you to do is just to keep going, and despite that, and stay in a place of love, and stay in a place of creativity. And wish you guys all the best. Much love.